Hello friends, welcome back again. Today I want to tell you something, a very good principle that has really helped me. This principle, if you apply it in your life, you will begin to enjoy life. And this principle is doing things because of God. You want to do something not because of anybody, but because of God. The Bible says in Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5 and 6, it says, "Trust in the Lord with all thy heart, and lean not unto thy own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he will direct thy paths." When you begin to acknowledge God in everything you do, I tell you, God will direct your paths. Your life will be good. I just want to give you one example. Like as a young lady or a young guy, a young boy, you have friends, and your friends are living a kind of life, a secret kind of way that maybe their parents is not going to be proud of. And you are not among them. You don't want to live that life. Not because of your parents. Because if it's because of your parents might not even know, because they are not God. But because of God, you decided not to live like your friends. You decided not to live like your colleagues. You decided not to live like your peer groups. As a young lady, you decided to keep yourself holy, not because of anything, but because of God. Because of God. When you begin to apply this principle in your life, I tell you, you will stand strong. Nothing will move you. As a young guy, you want to live your life. You just want to live a good life, not because of anything around you, but because of God. It will also make you strong. It will make you will not be moved by any kind of thing happening around. This principle, as a mother and as a wife, has really helped me. Sometimes somebody might put you off. Your child can even put you off. And you want to take a decision, but because of God, you change your mind. You say, God, it's just because of you. If not, I would have done this, I would have done that. Sometimes we women, we must have been hurt in one way or the other by our husbands. So many husbands are unfaithful. But you are still in that marriage, not because of your husband, because he doesn't deserve it, but because of God. Because of the love you have for God, you are still living in that marriage. I tell you that your marriage will succeed. You will succeed because nothing will move you. Or you are a man and you have been tolerating your wife. You've tolerated a lot of weaknesses from your wife. I know sometimes you do it not because of the love you have for her, but because of the love you have for God. As the Bible says, that when you trust in the Lord with all your heart and not leaning on your own pride or understanding, that the Lord will direct your paths. That the Lord will direct everything you do. The Lord will direct your paths. And this is a very good principle. Applying this principle in your life will really help you. Doing something not because of anybody, but because of God. Like you want to go to church and some people hurt you in that church, and or maybe you don't even like the pastor, but you want to go. Not because of the pastor or because of the pastor's wife, but because of God. I tell you, you will make God happy. Or you want to go to work. You don't like the people you are working with. You don't like their attitude towards you. You don't like whatever they do. But you are still going. You still have faith in what you are doing. You are doing it not because of them. They don't deserve it. But you are doing it because of God. I tell you, one day they will begin to testify about your character. Doing things not because of anybody, but because of God is so powerful. It's so amazing. You want to do something because of God. God pays them that do that. This is just what showcases the love you have for God. You want to live your life for God. You want to acknowledge Him in everything you do. You want to acknowledge God in your marriage. You want to acknowledge God in your relationship. You want to acknowledge God in your work. You want to acknowledge God in everything you do. When you begin to live this life, I tell you, you will live long. I tell you, you will live a peaceful life. You will live a peaceful life. You will never be depressed. Because anything you do, you are not doing for man, but God. When you do things not for man, but for God, you will have a reward. Reward from heaven. You will have a bountiful reward. So many times, we don't deserve what we get from people. Many people don't deserve your goodness. Many people don't deserve your respect. But you are respecting them, not because of them, but because of God. Doing things not because of anything, but because of God will always make you to be on top. When you are working in an office, don't do it because of anybody. Just do it because of God. And you will see yourself giving that service from the pureness of your heart, because you are doing it for God. I could remember when I was working as a care work. When I was in Aberdeen, I did this care work. And I took care of all elderly people. And sometimes when you get to them, you see those of them that are very bitter. They will speak to you anyhow. They will treat you anyhow. And you still look at them, not because of their age that you are respecting them, but because of God. You will continue to treat them well. You continue to treat them well, not because of anything, but because of God. I tell you, sometimes you see those people speaking good of you. Speaking good of you. Behind you, they will speak good of you. They will not speak ill of you. When you are doing things, when you are treating people, when you are tolerating them, because of God, not because of the work you are doing, not because of their age, not because of anything, but because of God. When you do this, they will see sincerity in your work. They will feel the sincerity in your work. They will appreciate the sincerity in your work. Anything you are doing in your life, try to put this principle. Let me do it just because of God. Let me do this because of God. And when you put God first in everything, you will always see the success of it. Putting God first, remembering God first, thinking of God first. You want to do something, you want to be an actress, an actor, and when you are thinking about that, you remember God. There is a kind of part that somebody will tell you to act on, and you will not act on that because of what? Because of God. I have seen some people, these models, I have watched television, I have watched them modeling, and when it comes to a particular stage of that modeling, there are things they will tell them to do, and they will say, I cannot do it. I cannot do this. I cannot go this far because of God. They are doing it because of God, not even because of the people watching them. They will say, I cannot go this far because of God. And when you do this, oh my God, when you do this, you will still remain on top. You will never be put down. Doing things because of God, not because of man. Because man don't deserve it. Man don't deserve it. But when you do things because of God, God deserves it. God deserves every respect. As a woman, as a wife, doing things because of God, loving your wife, submissive unto your husband because of God, you will submit from the pureness of your heart. You will love your husband. You will be submissive to your husband. You will be faithful in your marriage because of God. Because of God. If you are going into marriage right now, I want to advise you, as you are going into this union, remember that you are going in there because of God, and everything that you will do there, do it because of God. not because of what you describe as love. Sometimes even what you describe as love is not love. It's not love. When you want to know what love means, just look at the love of Jesus Christ towards man. And Jesus also encouraged a man to love the wife just as he did to the church, just as he did to us. You know, that is the kind of love Jesus wants a man to give to the wife. And when you look at what is happening today, yesterday I watched through my Facebook, I saw a man molesting the wife, beating the wife with iron, beating the wife. But when they started, he was professing love to her. He professed love to her. And they are still living. They have children. The children were crying, you know. And what do you call that kind of love? If you love somebody, your love can never go down. Just like Jesus. Jesus Christ loved even till the cross. When they were crucifying him, he still had that love. His love for us never shook for a moment. The love of Jesus stood strong and is still standing. You know, doing something because of him that loves you, doing something because of your creator, doing something because of God will always make you to succeed. Doing something because of God will always make you to be on top. Doing something because of God will always make you to prevail. I want to do it because of God, not because of you. I just want to do it. I want to swallow this insult because of God, not because of you. Sometimes you see people, they will come and speak to you anyhow, and you look at them and swallow. They think that you are a coward. No. When they call you coward, God calls you the wise. You are the wise. You know, they themselves are the cowards. You swallow the everything because of God, not because of them. When you just bring yourself low, humble yourself because of God, not because of man, it makes you great. You are great. I just want you to apply this principle in your life, and it will really help you. I am still in my marriage today, enjoying my marriage because of this principle. I am still a mother with my children, playing around, dancing around with my children because of this principle. I am still a friend to some people because of this STEM principle. There are some friends that will push you so hard that you want to do away with them. But because of God, you still swallowed, you still tolerated it, you still accommodated them. Doing things because of God will really help you, as it has helped me. And I really want you to apply this principle. Thank you very much. My name remains Vivian Oby Zuriks. Thank you very much. I want you to follow me on my YouTube channel, Vivian Oby Zuriks. And there you will get a lot of ministration from me. God bless you. Thank you.